Open field. First move, computer 1. Draw card. Begin duel. Computer 1. Mana charge. Mana release. Summon.
Flame Novice is going to kick this one off. Probably the best starter.
Computer 2.
Actually, it's the best counter
Mana charge.
on turn 2 because you just have a chance of dealing 2 damage for 1 cost.
Summon.
That is okay. It is going to turn him round because
Attack.
when they are summoned, target in front of them is turned 180 degrees. Positioning of the boxes is a strange one. I guess he just didn't want Computer 1 to have the other fire space,
Mana charge.
which is fair enough.
Mana release. Summon.
And we get more tree foxes, okay. Alright. And they spin it back round.
Computer 2. Draw card.
Yes, they will spin your allied
Mana
targets,
charge.
yes.
Mana release.
It's-
Summon.
Very strange. Flame Guard recruit! Who I believe gain attack based on if the target is on a water space, as these tree foxes are. So. Because normally, they don't hit for jack. But if you're on a water field, they get +2. Very nice.
Draw card. Mana charge. Mana release. Summon.
That Lex Thrower, great lads, attack in front of them and either sides.
Attack.
Quite decent as well for a 3 cost. 2 health, 2 damage. I mean, just the fact that they can hit in all those directions. And I think they're fully ranged, he says as he's looking at the cards.
Computer
Yeah,
2.
they're fully ranged as well, so they can hit in 3
Mana
directions
charge.
for the full length of the
Mana
lane.
release.
Well, they can hit ranged targets as well, should I say. And for 2 damage. Great. Them off. Will it transform? No, it won't.
Unlocked.
We've encountered Bearmorph before many times, but I will just remind you. When Bearmorph is summoned, half of the time, you add 2 to its attack and it must use its secondary attack, which means it can attack in 3 directions. That didn't happen, so it stayed as a little puppy.
Draw card. Mana charge. Computer 1. Draw card. Mana charge. Mana release.
I've been disconnected from the access point. Thanks, game. I'll live. These might not, though, with a Lizard Commander in the game. Lizard Commander buffs other lizards.
Attack.
And he's going to make a mess of this lane because he deals 3 damage! Shit! That's a dead lane. The Lizard Commander, like all of the lizards, have... yes, thank you, game. You have quickness, which means it always attacks first. You gain 1 mana each time you summon an allied lizard creature, and all other allied lizard creatures subtract 1 from their activation cost, so it makes everything cheaper, and you gain mana for summoning more lizards.
Computer 2. Draw card.
If you've got a lizard deck,
Mana
and he's
charge.
not in it, I'm disappointed in you.
Release.
Bell. We're going to do Fishes of Golly, flip the elemental field, which means that is a dead lad. Going to flip from fire to Byleth. So he's going to lose his 2 health bonus. He's already on 2 health, so he's
Mana
dead.
charge.
Interesting.
Mana release. Summon.
Shaman Zolda is going to take up the fire field, who is a magic creature.
Attack.
And he's going to go after the axe throwers. So during your opponent's resolution phase, you can choose another creature with a summoning cost that's less than or equal to the number of lizard creatures in your graveyard. And then you can return that creature to its owner's hand,
Computer 1.
which he has
Draw
done.
card.
Either that or he's just killed them.
Charge.
Probably the latter option, he
Mana
killed them.
release. Summon.
Leapfrog boss! Yeah, Zolda's quite a tanky one.
Draw card.
He does cost 5 mana, but he's got 5 health.
Mana release.
Oh, actually, no, he's got 3 health and he's got the bonus from the fire
Summon.
field. The only fire field on this fire deck. Lizard archers.
Attack.
They dare attack their commander. They get to attack it twice.
Mana
Very
charge.
powerful.
Computer 1.
Also worth noting that they actually got an extra damage there because the lizard commander has blind spots on all sides apart from his front. So, more damage.
Summon.
Very powerful. Flameheart! Another creature I'm not familiar with. Boy, you're keeping me on my toes today.
Unlock.
So, Flameheart. Any earth field within 2 fields in front of Flameheart is also treated as a fire field.
Draw card.
There is none, so that's not going to happen.
Mana charge.
Other allied creatures gain +2 magic
Mana
protection
release. Summon.
and subtract 1 from the summoning cost of other allied fire creatures. Apart from that, it doesn't attack and he's got 4 health. So it's just a tanky lad.
Computer 1. Draw card. Mana
And in
charge.
response, we've got a Flaremonger, which is going to look down the middle, making the middle lane
Summon.
more expensive to anything summoned in it. And here comes player 1, Shaman Zolda, who gains the magic protection from Flameheart. And he's going to go after the archers. And that's some dead archers. But to be fair, they cost 2 to summon. They took out a lizard commander on their own,
Computer 2. Draw card.
and then they got killed, and you got the mana back from 1 mana back from them dying, so not bad.
Computer
And Shaman
1.
Zolda has returned a lizard creature, a creature to its hand.
Mana release.
So the leapfrog boss has gone back. Speaking of leapfrog boss,
Don't you do that again.
Attack.
he wants to do a tiny bit of damage to this Zolda.
Why you?
You son of a bitch.
Computer 2. Draw card. Mana charge.
There we go, Zolda's ability has gone off again,
Computer 1.
turning that
Draw
frog
card.
back to its hand. We could end up with just
Mana release.
any weak creatures being sent immediately back to the hand. Behemoth, will it transform? It will! Big doggo. Now its changed attack pattern is to hit in 3 directions and it gains +2 attack. Also gains the +2 magic protection from Flameheart.
Attack.
Oh, that's an angry doggo.
Computer 2. Draw card. Mana charge. Mana release.
Okay.
Summon.
Here comes the Bogus Warrior. Hits in front and behind.
Attack.
Try and whittle down some of Flameheart's health. Absolute heresy to hit the ball, but okay. Bearmorph has been returned to the hand.
Computer 1.
Oh, here we go.
Mana charge. Discard.
Group 1's going to discard a card, which is those skeleton soldiers? Relentless skeletons. Magic Holy Feast. Discard a creature. You gain 2 mana. Now what are you going to do with your 4 mana?
Mana release.
Ah, try and finish off this robot. Problem is... Oh. It's a doggo. Is it going to transform again?
Attack.
No, it's just going to stay as a doggo. Don't matter, it can still kill the robot. Question is it going to get returned to its hand by Zolda again?
Mana charge.
Goes to that central lane now becomes cheaper again because the robot's not making it expensive.
Draw
And the
card.
doggo gets to stay.
Mana charge.
For now.
Mana release. Summon.
Batmole Axe Thrower. This is definitely going after player 1's Shaman Zolda.
Attack.
That's him down to 1 health. And there goes the doggo.
Computer 1. Draw card. Mana charge. Mana release.
Fishes of Goli, flip the elemental field. Ah, Zolda is going to lose his power. He's on an opposite element, so lose 2 health for opposite element and lose 2 health bonus from the fire now going.
Mana charge.
We now have no fire fields with a fire deck. This got interesting. No fire buffs.
Summon.
Behemoth rate makes its next return, and it's going to buff itself. And now there is no Shaman Zolda to return it to player 1's hand, so this time it's going to stay out until it's dead. And it gets rid of the skeletons.
Mana charge.
Would have thought Zolda is now the main target.
Computer 2. Draw card.
If whatever comes out now.
Mana release. Attack.
Here it is. Get the axes to finish it. What a worthless mound of lard, indeed. Didn't do a lot. Where he's gone. No more Zoldas. Turn 24 and the lock goes back on.
Mana release. Summon.
Dwarf Sniper. Enemies within 2 fields in front of the Dwarf Sniper cannot dodge. And while an allied Blackhood Dwarf Velitra is on the board, Dwarf Sniper gains +1 protection.
Mana charge.
He's not in the deck, so ignore that.
Computer 2. Draw card.
In the Dwarf deck,
Mana charge.
that's pretty good.
Mana release. Summon.
3 foxes. I'm gonna turn Flameheart round. And then we're gonna spank him in his bum.
Attack.
For 1 plus a blind spot damage. Goodbye, Flameheart. So now all Computer 1 creatures lose their
Mana charge.
magic resistance.
Computer 1. Draw card.
That's a thing then.
Mana charge. Mana release. Attack.
Big angry doggo fancies taking on the little green foxes. And rightly so, because it barbecued all 3 of them. Why have 3 foxes when you can have 1 doggo with
Mana
3
charge.
heads? And the lock goes back on.
Mana release. Summon.
Flame Lizard Archer. Cannot use dodge because it's in the fields in front of the Dwarf Sniper. Gonna hit its target twice. And now the dwarves will counter. But despite firing about 16 shots, they only do 1 damage. You
Unlock.
silly dwarves.
Computer 2. Draw card. Mana charge. Mana release. Summon.
Behemoth Terraformer.
Attack.
Only deals 1 damage, but when it attacks a target, it swaps the element that it's stood on with the element that the target is stood on. So now the doggo is stood on an opposite element of water
Mana charge.
and dies. Byleth is the terraformer is now stood on a Byleth field.
Draw card. Mana charge. Mana release. Summon.
Frog Boss is going to go after the terraformer
Attack.
from a safe distance. Casual dot 1 damage, not going to really bother it. Still got 3 more left.
Computer 2. Draw card. Mana charge.
Q2's got a really strong position here, summoning its 4th creature.
Attack.
I was going to say both of Computer 1's creatures are on 1 health, but now only got 1. But Computer 2 has a chance to summon and kill the other
Mana
creature.
charge.
I'm pretty set, basically going to check with Computer 1 not having anything on the board,
Mana release.
which I believe it's going to do.
Summon.
Yep. Flame Novice. Oh no, he's facing into the centre. He's leaving that guy where it is.
Computer
Fair
1.
enough. It doesn't want to feed too much mana. I
Mana
can
charge.
side with that. I'd have the same thinking.
Mana release. Attack.
1 mana into the frog to activate this guy again. So one would assume he's going to now summon to kill the Terraformer.
Mana release.
Nope,
Summon.
we're going with a single. Flame Novice facing the Flame Novice at the top.
Attack.
Will he proc? Yes, he will, so he gains +1 damage. Not that he really needed it anyway, because he's hitting a card that's identical to him.
I am defeated. Another death in vain.
So it keeps in the game. Still using 1/1s.
Mana charge. Computer 2. Draw card. Mana charge. Mana release. Summon.
Relentless Skeleton.
Attack.
When they're on a non-Earth field, they gain Resurrection.
Enough with you!
It was an honor.
Here you go. That gets rid of them. Computer 2 into check.
My warriors! We have won!
Skeletons will likely be the target,
Mana charge.
being on 1 health. Everything's not got very much health, so...
Check.
But still,
Computer 1.
anything that deals 1 damage can deal with those skeletons.
Mana charge. Mana release. Attack.
Still pouring 1 into this guy. This boss is going to eventually kill this. Having said that, now the Terraformer is also on 1 health, so 2 ways out.
Mana release. Summon.
And here comes a Flowermonger. You punch it in the face
Attack.
with giant spiky metal ball thing. Bit rude, but necessary.
Mana charge. Computer 2. Draw card. Mana charge. Mana release.
Axe throwers are going to be activated, and they're going to go straight after this Flowermonger. 2 damage. That's good, because now with the blind spot behind
Mana
it,
release.
it's beating me to it.
Summon.
You only need a 1 health creature. Ah, Flame Guard Recruit. Hit in front of them and behind them. And if the target's on a water field, you gain +2. Otherwise they do nothing. But they're actually going to deal 3 damage. Because whether he was on a water field or not, it still had a blind spot there, which means 1 damage.
Mana charge. Check. Computer 1. Draw
Now we're in
card.
check. 1 creature on 1 health, 2
Mana charge.
health creatures, and 1 3.
Mana release. Mana
Rotating
release.
the frog, and it's going to go after the snipers. This might be one of the longest times I've ever seen a 1/1 creature live and actually deal this much damage.
Summon.
Flame Lizard Archer attacks its target twice, and I think it's hitting area? Not entirely sure, but it doesn't matter anyway, only needs to deal 2 damage. There's 1. There's 2.
Such a wondrous mound of blood!
Ah, the blind spots are to the
Mana charge.
left and right of them. Good to know.
Computer 2. Draw
Get 2
card.
summoning back into
Mana
check.
charge. Mana release. Mana
Rotates
release.
its skeletons. Thank you, game, for telling me. And it's finally going to get rid of this pain in the ass boss. Which so far through its life has dealt, is it 5 damage overall?
We have won!
Killing a terraformer?
Mana charge. Mana release.
Or 4 damage, I
Mana
think.
release.
Didn't kill the terraformer.
Summon. Let us begin. Check. Computer 1. Draw card. Mana charge. Mana release. Summon.
3 foxes. Gonna spin the dwarves around.
Attack.
And then their 1 damage is going to be enough to finish them off. With the assist from a blind spot.
I lose.
Now looking at this, Computer 2 is on the back foot. Even though it's got more on the field because its deck will run out first.
Computer 2. Draw card.
Draws a card now, and it now means that there are 6 left in the deck.
Mana release. Summon.
It's got 6 turns to do something. There's our golem. Gains attack power for each empty field on the board.
Attack.
The less creatures on the board, the harder it hits. Smack.
Mana charge.
They're now dead, which means that the golem is going to gain +1 attack power. And we're back in check.
Check. Computer
2
1.
1 health creatures.
Draw card. Mana charge. Mana release. Summon.
And out come the skeletons to get rid of the novice in the middle. Although, like I was saying, because Computer 2's deck will run out first, all Computer 1 needs to do is keep the game alive
It was an honor.
for a few more turns, and then it will just win on attrition.
Did you see that, my legions?
Excuse me.
Mana charge.
I get it, I'm disconnected. Stop telling me. Damn it.
Computer 2. Draw card. Mana charge. Mana release. Summon.
Pommel axe thrower right in the centre square. Coming straight for these skeletons.
Attack.
Smack.
Cannot die! Not yet!
Do not fear. I'll eat you first. Mana charge. Check. Computer 1.
Turn 41.
Mana charge.
Going after the 1 health creature.
Mana release. Summon.
Name a terraformer. What you going for?
Attack.
Going after the axe throwers. Axe throwers have quickness, so they get to attack first. Immediately, terraformer's lost half its health. And remember, it swaps its element field with the one that the target's got.
Mana charge.
And because they're fire creatures and they're now stood on water, they lost 2 health.
Computer 2. Draw card. Mana charge.
Computer 2's deck now down to 4.
Summon.
Leapfrog boss is just going to stand there. It is boxed in,
Draw card.
but the only way it can be attacked is via the
Mana
terraformer.
release. Attack.
Or a ranged attack, of course. That gets rid of him.
Mana charge. Mana release. Mana release. Summon.
Replace him with dwarf snipers. We now have a clean shot into the rear of the axe throwers.
Attack.
Oh dear. They're dead.
I win. Mana charge. Computer 2.
I'm not actually sure what's left in the deck for
Mana
to be
charge.
used
Mana release.
that could have any actual power.
Summon.
It's a flame heart still, apparently, which is just going to provide magic protection.
Computer 1. Draw card.
But there's no magic creatures
Mana
left now
charge.
that Zolda's dead, I believe,
Mana
so
release. Attack.
everything's physical. Terraformer's gonna smack these skeletons. Now the terraformers stood
Mana
on Ilith. The top centre square becomes water. 3 water spaces, and we have a fire deck.
Discard.
Not the best outcome.
Graveyard.
Computer 1 discards whatever that is. Hello. Lament for Claire Will.
Draw card.
All enemies are dealt magical damage equal to the number of dodge attempts they have, so
Summon.
not losing anything. I don't think anything left has dodge. Don't think anything at all has dodge, but Relentless Skeleton. With its 2 magic protection, I'm going to go after these lizards.
Attack.
Problem is, the lizards attack first. Then again, maybe not. Because the lizards are archers, and they can in fact not attack them at all. Ah,
Computer
I'm
1.
completely paying attention.
Draw card.
Oh
Mana
dear.
charge. Mana release. Attack.
More work for the terraformer. I think this is pretty much game over because Computer 2's not got enough turns to actually do anything. Got 2 creatures on the board, it's got
Mana
2 left in
charge.
its deck. Yep.
Discard. Graveyard.
Computer 1 discards a recruit.
Computer 2. Draw card. Mana charge. Mana release. Summon.
Beacon of Kaishe has arrived. It has perfect dodge,
Computer 1.
so there's not really much
Draw
chance
card.
you're going to have of killing that thing
Mana charge.
without magic. And
Mana
even then,
release.
it's got +2 magic protection
Attack.
from the Flame Heart. Although, The elemental fields will still switch from that attack. So now it's stood on water. So it dies. Literally the only thing that could have killed it.
Charge.
Both have one card left in their deck.
Graveyard.
Computer 1 is forced to discard a...
Computer 2. Draw card.
These command.
Mana charge. Mana release. Summon.
Flame Lizard Commander. It's going to be the last creature coming out of Computer 2.
Attack.
And it's just going to say... well, it's going to stick its middle finger up at this guy. Basically all it can do.
Mana charge.
Computer 2's deck is now run dry.
Computer 1.
All Computer 1 needs to do is just, well,
Mana charge.
doesn't need to do anything, just play any card and it wins.
Summon.
Because even though both players have no cards left to draw, Computer 2 has to draw next, so automatic loss.
Attack.
With its last summon it gets out an axe thrower. And it's just going to attack the lizard. Which is enough to kill it.
Mana charge.
GG!
Computer 2. Computer 1 wins by library defeat.